the director from the program, he called me into his office. He goes, Roy, the current regional's looking for a client to be on the board of directors for this, for you want to serve on that board? And I go, sure. He goes, okay, I'm taking it back to the board, and I'm going to talk to the director at the regional center. And my dream was still hoping to work for regional center. And he took it to the director at regional center. He asked him, I found a client to serve on your board. His name is Roy. He has a good head on his shoulder. Do you want him on the board? And they go, yeah, we want him on the board. And one day at the board meeting, the director goes, the Department of DDS here in Sacramento is looking for, they asked me to, all the directors, because we serve 21 regional centers in the state of California, they're looking for one client to work for them at the regional center. And I want you to come to work for me. And that's what Dr. Clark told me, the director, and I looked at him and go, where's this at? He goes, at regional center. And there was my dreams came true. My role at regional center, there's IPP comes along, I will tell them, this is what you tell your caseworker on your IPP. Because before the IPP was the caseworker will fill it out, this is what you're going to do for 6 months. I should know because they used to do it to me. But now the IPP passed, the new law passed, the client speaks of what they want on their IPP. And I just refresh their memory, and I will sit there in the room. I won't speak for them. They need to speak up. Because I just refresh their memory and tell their caseworker what they want in their lives. What they want, what services they want, And they will speak up, and some clients will not speak up. And then if a client has a problem with their caseworker, they will come to my office. I have 4 walls and 1 door. And I tell them, is this going to be confidential? What are you going to tell me? They go, yeah. Okay, you need to sign this paper saying, yes, it's confidential. If it's not confidential, I need to release it to your caseworker. Because you didn't tell me it's not going to be, Or sometimes the client will come in and say, could you speak? Will you tell my caseworker to come in and I want you to sit here and I want to tell my caseworker I want it? I go, yeah, that's what I'm here for. And I will call to the schools and I talk to the special ed teacher or the counselor at the school. I tell them who I am, who I work for, and I want to make an appointment with the special ed teacher to tell them what services regional center is there for the clients, the students when they graduate from high school or junior high, they leave junior. They go, sure. I take my business card, I hand them out, and I tell them, this is my school, this is the school I graduated from, and all this kind of stuff. I'm here to speak to you guys, what services are out there for you guys. And I will give them my business card. And then after that, I started just doing my job, and then I didn't know nothing about, people first here. I learned it by one girl, she used to live in Central Valley. She was leaving her term was up already, or she didn't want to do it anymore. She passed it down to me. She asked me, hey, do you want to serve on the people first? I go, what is people first? And she explained to me over the phone. And they sent me the application. They had me fill it out. And then I sent it back in. They called me. I came down for the interview. And then that's how I got involved doing people first. To me, when the first time when I started, I didn't know what they were talking about. But when I picked up coming to the meetings, I learned what's going on, and I picked up the space quicker, And I learned a lot because I've been here. Well, see, this is my this is my 2nd term already. The first term I was only for 2 years, and I got again like that again because I was just like a person to bring reports from our region to over here, and then they did elections and they elected me to be vice president, and then I started learning more. And then I asked my director, I'm planning to run for president for California, and he goes, go for it.